approach, which is the direct approach to solve the mesh circuit. You are given this circuit, and I'm going to tell you the procedure to solve such type of circuit. First of all, what you will do, you will make the current circles over there in one loop and another loop. Like for example, we made a circle over here, which represents I1, and the arrow is showing the direction of the current. We remember that this we will draw the direction in the clockwise direction, and irrespective of the direction of the voltage source, we will draw it in the clockwise direction. Similarly, the next one would be drawn in the clockwise direction, and we will name it as I2. And if there is any other loop, then we will name it as I3. Anyhow, so let us make equation for this. So how you will make it equation inside one loop and then another loop and then another loop. In this loop, we will take the resistances, the total resistance value. Like for example, one resistance is 8, the second one is 6, and the third one is 4. We will add all three resistors over there, and then we will multiply it by the current. What we are going to make with the help of this, we are going to make voltage with the help of this. In fact, this is voltage. So this is the voltage drop in this loop. And so this is 8 plus 6 plus 2 multiplied by I1. And then we write the mutual term. Mutual term means a term which is shared between the two loops. So here the 2 ohm resistance is shared between the two loops. So it can be one resistance and it can be number of resistances over there. So this, in this case, there is just one resistance which is shared between the two loops. We will write it. We will write it with minus sign. So minus 2 multiplied by the current of the next loop, like over here it is I2, is equal to the voltage of this loop. But what would be the sign of the voltage? We will extend the current arrow. If it is touching the minus terminal, we will write is equal to plus, and if it is touching the plus terminal, then we will write is equal to in minus. So in this shape, it is touching minus terminal, so we will write plus 4 in the output. So now you see this equation. Similarly, we will make the equation for the next loop. Again, we are going to add the resistances in the next loop. In the next loop, you have 7 ohm and 2 ohm. So that is 7 ohm plus 2 ohm multiplied by the current of the next loop is I2. So multiply by I2 minus the mutual term. Mutual term is again 2 ohm. So 2 multiplied by the adjacent loop current, which is I1, is equal to, in this loop, the current arrow will touch the plus terminal, so we will write is equal to minus 9 volt over there. So then we solve or simplify these equations by adding those terms. So we get what? 8 plus 6 plus 2 is equal to 16. I1 minus, this is 2I2. 2I2 is equal to 4. And then 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. 9I2 minus 2I1. Minus 2I1 is equal to minus 9 volt. So those are two equations in which we have two variables, I1 and I2. For simplicity, we will write I1 in front of I1 and I2 in front of I2. And for this purpose, we are going to write the first equation as it is. And in next equation, we are moving 9I2 over here and minus 2I1 over here, so that it will become minus 2I1 plus 9I2, just because that we need to have I1 in front of I1 and I2 in front of I2. It will help us to solve the matrices or to make matrices. So now with the help of this, we can make a matrix. So if we make a matrix and then we go for the determinant, then we can make a determinant of the matrix, and then we can also find the variable value. In this problem which I have taken, they need to have the to solve this equation or this circuit for finding the value of current in 7 ohm resistance. We remember, just see this arrow. This, the current arrow is directly passing through 7 ohm resistance, and there is no mutual term in this, or this resistance is not shared with other loop. So it is very easy. The I2 would be flowing into 7 ohm resistance. So whatever the value of I2 would be over there, it would be flowing in 7 ohm resistance. Similarly, if you want to find out the current value in 8 ohm resistance or the 6 ohm resistance, it would be what? It would be I1. But over here, if you want to find the value of current in the mutual resistance, that would be little complex, because you can see both of the currents are flowing over there, I1 and I2, and both are flowing in opposite direction. So if you want to find the current in 2 ohm resistance, that is in the mutual term, then what you will do, you will find I1, then you will find I2, and then you will subtract both of the currents with each other, and the resistance, the resultant would be the value of current in the 2 ohm resistance, that is in the mutual term. But in this problem, we just want to find the I2, because I2 is flowing from 7 ohm resistance, and we want to find the current in the 7 ohm resistance. So now, with the help of this, we will make a matrix. Matrix would be like what? It would be 16 minus 2 minus 2 9. So that would be my matrix. So if I want to make the determinant for I2, it would be like what? We will place the equal to into second column. So the first column would be as it is. So I write the first column as it is, 16 minus 2. But in second column, I am putting the value of is equal to. So that would be 4 minus 9. So this is the determinant for what? For I2. And over here, we will write the determinant value, the general determinant value, that would be 16 minus 2, 16 minus 2, so minus 2 and 9. When we solve it, then we will get this value. So how we are going to solve? 16 multiplied by minus 9 minus 4 multiplied by minus 2. So if you do like this, you will get minus 144 plus 8, and divided by 16 multiplied by 9 minus 2 multiplied by minus 2. So you are going to solve it by this way, and you solve it, you will get minus 0.97 ampere.
सर हमने नीचे इसको डिवाइड क्यों किया है, जो हमारे पास जो पहला क्वेश्चन है, मींस जो मेन क्वेश्चन है?
जी, कुछ देर पहले मैंने आपको क्रेमर रूल का वीडियो भी दिखाया और उसको समझाया भी। उसमें मैंने आपको समझाया कि x की वैल्यू फाइंड करने के लिए d ऑफ x डिवाइडेड बाय d करते हो, यानी डिटरमिनेंट ऑफ x डिवाइडेड बाय डिटरमिनेंट। और इसी तरह